Welcome to
Unfiltered Growth.
Real Talk on Trends and Strategies. This podcast is your weekly dose of reality-checked wisdom
As we explore the intersection of entrepreneurship, marketing, culture, business, and innovation.
We strip away the BS and dive into real challenges and opportunities for revenue growth.
With a sharp, unfiltered lens.
Expect raw conversations, real success,
And failure stories.
and practical advice that you can apply to your journey.
No filters.
Just growth.
Sometimes, people becoming too hard with the energy, and other days people like, I didn't feel like doing this, but guess what? Here's the motivational tip for how you keep going when you don't know what to do. Like, man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Exactly.
It's a Tuesday in the time for our recording, but it feels like a Monday struggle on a Thursday prayer, hoping Friday comes around the corner. Have y'all been there? Because that's where I'm at right now.
I feel like it's just a day. Every day is just a day. Like it's just like continuous,
Since the pandemic, it's like we're all living in the same set day.
Exactly. Because I will say though, now that All American is back,
Whoop, whoop.
my Mondays are, and I
haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it yet. Don't tell me. Oh, why are you crying? Oh no.
Just wait.
Wait, for backstory for those who don't know, besides us being really big sneakerheads and marketing strategists and event extraordinaires, we love all things All American. We did a Twitter space live on the last episode, I think.
Did. Mm-hmm. We did. And it's so interesting. And I was thinking about this episode. I'm not giving anything away. Just the character progression from like season 1 to this season. It like shows a lot of like realness of the growth you have from like going out of high school to college, like mid to late college, and those real moments that come up in life. And they did a really good job with that, as well as last season. There was a lot of things that happened and a lot of cliffhangers that left us wondering. And because of the strike, it was longer than anticipated. So it made you think like, oh, wow. And then how they looped it all back. It was just so good. And I'm doing this all in gray talk because I don't give anything away. But it's good. And it'll be interesting to see how because the coach died in like real life. Yeah. And so it's gonna be interesting how they do that.
Not the same coach, not Coach
Baker.
Coach.
No.
People are like, wait, what? We ain't trying to trigger no viral content over here.
Yeah.
He follows us both on Twitter too, by the way.
Oh, yeah, he does. Oh, I didn't even know that. But it's like not Coastal Carolina, but whatever school.
I know.
I can't think of
I
the
promise
school.
you we're top fans, but I'm not listing names right now. But yeah,
right now I can't think of the name.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And so I had to pause it though, because there was this one. So I get like triggered by some things,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to pause it, and I almost like started fast forwarding to kind of see what was going on before I played it, just because I was like, I ain't ready for this. I ain't ready. And then it was fine. I was like, oh, okay, girl, you fine. Just play it. Okay. So
but that's relatable to life too. I'm kind of like, I don't want to keep playing the game. I don't want to, I want to hit pause in my mind and pause in reality, because life is hard. Business is challenging. It's April and we're in Q2. And we were just talking about Q1 was a cluster. Okay.
Cluster's a nice way to say it.
And I think to your point about the development through the seasons, again, not to date this episode, but I literally just saw greatness last night with Caitlin Clark. Iowa versus LSU, a rematch from last year's championship game. We all know how it went down. If you didn't know, LSU won, Caitlin Clark lost. Now they no spoilers here, but basically they won, and now they're in the Final Four. And a video has been going up, which I'm sure we can share and post, that I'm just watched a few times. They were showing Caitlin Clark's, speaking of your point about character development, they were showing her video after that loss and how she does 100 threes, 100 free throws, and something else for like every single day. It has been going viral. And it's like the dedication of like where we're at with our margins and every single day. And then what did she do last night? 41 points, I believe 8 or 9 threes, 12 assists. I'm trying to bring up my Stephen A impression for the show, y'all. Hopefully I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
But my
Doing
point
great.
in all that and saying is just like, that's a clear development piece of like taking the massive L you can and then putting the work behind it that no one else sees, that you don't get credit for, that you're literally chasing your own metrics to do it, and then coming back the next time when it shows up. Sure, she probably had trauma. There was a period in the last quarter, before the second half, where she just started getting a few turnovers. She realigned at halftime and just dogged it out. And I think that's a great parallel to not only character development, but business. Like, you don't take some massive L's where you're just going to question your whole being of like, why am I doing this? And sure, the easy way is it's okay. You can do something else. And we don't think, well, it may not happen right now the way you wanted to. That doesn't mean it won't happen later, or it's not preparing you for something even greater that we can't even see.
Exactly. And I feel that analogy of the 100 free throws is in the business, or if you think of like marketing senses, people think that a lot of marketing things can be quick wins, or if you go viral, that's all you have to do. But it's truly consistency, and it's also muscle memory, and like getting into the groove of it and keep going and changing up how you're holding the ball, changing up how you're posting, the schedule of your posts, things like that, because you have to take a look at those things. I'm sure she takes a look at those videos that she creates for herself with doing like her practicing her free throws to see what she needs to change. And we have to do that same thing when it comes to business, when it comes to even podcasting and watching our videos saying, hey, I might be moving my hair too much or talking with my hands too much. And I say this as I'm sitting on my hands because I talk with my hands and I know that I shouldn't. And so
we embrace hand talking on the show.
Yeah, I'm like,
please. We're neurodivergent friendly here.
And so it's just something to really think about when you are trying to create this amazing marketing plan, strategy, if it's even like sales enablement and changing with change management. It takes time, and nothing's going to be a quick win. And if it is, that's just luck. That's just that's just honestly what it is. Because, and a lot of the times too, if it's a quick win, you might not learn a lot from it. And then you're going to expect that, and that expectation, then it's going to be hard for you to accept your losses. And so when you are working hard on your consistent, whatever that would be, free throws, or making sure you post on LinkedIn for your personal brand, or making sure that you're consistently creating TikTok content or whatever it would be, you do have to learn from what you're posting, what people are interacting with, and your own habits of what you're creating to create those opportunities for wins. Because the more times you do it, the more opportunities you're going to win. It's like what's the saying? You miss 100 shot. What is it?
Oh, shots you don't take. Yeah.
Yes. That's it. Yeah. I was like, in my brain's saying it, but my mouth's like it's not coming out of it. So
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
We're neurodivergent friendly here, y'all.
Yeah. You miss 99% of the whatever. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, it's super important for that. And I mean, again, not to date this episode, but she is coming to Cleveland. So maybe I'll just like sneak up on her and be like, yo, girl, let's talk.
NIL deal, go. And our great producer, Tyler, with the win. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take by Wayne Gretzky.
Mm-hmm.
The
Thank
real
you
quote.
for
Brr, 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 brr. You know, put in that work, put in the reps. If you're trying to get your Caitlin Clark on, you better make sure you have a really good off season, communicate effectively, and do what y'all need to do. And that wraps up another episode of Unfiltered Growth. Make sure you subscribe, rate,
with 5 stars,
and leave us a review.
Remember, growth doesn't happen in isolation. Join our community of bold thinkers and doers on social media and stay connected.
Don't forget to go to season3media.com/podcast for strategy or event inquiries, resources, or to just chill with us.
Until next time, keep pushing boundaries, embracing diversity, and never stop growing. This is Christina and Troy signing off. And remember,
no filters,
just growth.